Sitting here on my throne, thinking about the world and the situation that we're in, where we're in the freest country in the world. We have trillions of dollars circulating in the freest country that we know of now. God said He's going to let your enemies rule over you because we disobey Him. The word slave and servant is personified in America by white people. If you read your Constitution, it will let you know that white people are the only citizens of the United States. And they're always talking about a voting right. But there is a clause in the Constitution that states we the people make the laws. Now, whose laws are we going to go by? Remember now, God said He's going to let your enemies rule over you as long as you disobey Him. You know money answers all things, but God said don't put nothing before me. We're in the freest country where the scriptures say He'll offer us a way of escape. Voting is very prevalent, but what are we voting for? And who are we voting for? Are we voting for God's will to be done in the land of milk and honey that He put us in? Use the voting right for a purpose and a principle for God's will to be done. We got trillions of dollars circulating in the United States. Why are people even struggling for working class families struggling to send their children to school? That's the same concept, whereas they would never let black people or immigrants read or write. They got all the knowledge and all the money, but God will give you freedom if you serve Jesus. He said no one can get to the Father but through Christ. Now, most of us will try to talk about God when none of us have perfected Christ. That's the key. You cannot get to God because God repented us that He made us. Now, knowing He gave Jesus all power in the heaven and earth, that's whom we need to serve, as He performed the acts that God would have as a human being. And He gave us all the power and showed us as an example walking in the earth how to not serve Caesar, but to serve the Creator of all. How can you go get money out of a fish mouth? How can you give Caesar anything when the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof? Everything in the world is the Lord. So when they say give Caesar what's Caesar, there's nothing to give to Caesar but your servitude and your slavery being conformed to the world. If you got an ear, let the ear hear what the Spirit is saying. You're going to vote for God's will to be done. How we do that? Churches come together, stop serving the money. Don't put it before God. If we take money out of the churches and really serve God, then He'll answer us prevalently and passionately. Let's see if anybody got an ear for this. Sitting here on my throne. Holla at you.